Welcome to Wall Street Confidential. I'm Greg Greenberg, here with Jim Cramer. Jim, I want to talk about made in the USA.
Right.
Industrial and machine makers, engine makers having a great week. You said earlier in the week that Eaton was the tell. And we're seeing it in Johnson Controls, Honeywell, Cat.
Well, I had talked with Cummins the week before. There was an amazing, a lot of time, let's go back to what you do as a short seller. As a short seller, you look for larger themes so that if you're initially wrong, you can put more stock out. One of the great themes, and I saw this over and over again, was that because of some emission controls that were going to make engines more expensive in 2007, a lot of companies were supposed to or were said to be buying engines for trucks at the end of 2006 at a fever pitch. So it's so far it borrowed 2007 sales. Well, it did to some degree, but not nearly as much. So Cummins, engine company, told you that things that were much better. The expectations have been dramatically lowered. Eaton told you that, which is why Caterpillar this week is so great. And Parker Hannifin, I think, goes to 100 next week. Parker Hannifin is a combination of both trucking and aerospace.
My question is, Cummins and Ingersoll report next week. Now, we saw great numbers.
Ingersoll's a little tougher. It's up a lot off of Buffett buying. I think it's going to be acquired. I've said that for some time. I sold the stock way too quickly for Actionalist.
Here's my question: is those two are getting run up by 3% on pin action from Johnson, Honeywell, Cat. Do you want to chase them here, or do we leave the group alone?
Yes. The group is a lot of these companies have taken matters into their own hands. One by buying back an immense amount of stock, Caterpillar and Ingersoll, certainly Parker Hannifin. But the other is that they've given up on America. So does United Tech. They think America is just it's just solely a question of is the Fed going to tighten or loosen, and they don't want to be in that world anymore. These are companies that are trying to get most of their earnings from overseas, where they do not have a Fed that is so hung up on inflation as ours is that anytime anything's good, they slow it down. So they're much more geared toward overseas. I think that this is a constant theme you'll see in the growing future, which is that our market has been ruined by the Federal Reserve. So they really want to be able to be in markets that have organic growth that aren't so constrained.
All right. Jim Cramer, Greg Green, we're going to Made in the USA segment of Wall Street Confidential.